Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Steelers' loss against the Seattle Seahawks 32-17 today on NFL 2025 season week 2. Well, today the Steelers played his second game of the season and his first game in home where the Steelers received the Seattle Seahawks. Remember that where the Steelers unfortunately couldn't defeat the Seattle Seahawks and they lost his first game of the season. Well, so I'm recording this video where I'm going to talk about a little more about this game. Well, remember that in the week one, the Steelers traveled to the Big Apple and defeated the New York Jets 34 to 32, and they got the first victory of the season. And the Aaron Rodgers defeated his former team, and the Seattle Seahawks the last week they received a divisional rival, the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, and they lost the game. So this was a must game for the Seattle Seahawks to avoid to start 0-2, and the Steelers had the opportunity to win his first game in home and to start the season 2-0. But about the game, the Steelers played a very bad game in both sides of the ball, but especially in the second half, because in the first half the Steelers played a good game, not a great game, but they were playing. They were making a good job, because in the halftime the Steelers were leading the game 14-7. Even that the Seattle Seahawks were the best team because they were dominating the Steelers defense. Got to be honest, they play a very bad game. In the first half, the Steelers were leading 14-6, where the Steelers had to score a touchdown with a 2 points attainment converted in the end of the second half, and two field goals made in the first quarter, and the Seattle Seahawks scored in the initial drive with a touchdown, and after that they were dominating the Steelers. But the Steelers defenses in the first half, they made impacted plays where they had two interception. Why by Jalen Ramsey. The second one was, I think, that the 56 player, Hayward, I think so, no, or Hayward, I don't remember the name, and also that Ramsey stopped a field goal attempt. Even that the Steelers were only leading the game 15-7, but to be honest, the Seattle Seahawks were playing the best game. In the second half, the game was very close in the third quarter, where the Seattle Seahawks scored the only touchdown in that quarter, where the Steelers in the middle, or almost in the end of the third quarter, they had the possibility to score a touchdown and to increase the lead to a 10-point difference. Yeah, no, to a 15-point difference, to a two-possession game. But in the red zone, in the third quarter, the Aaron Rodgers threw an interception, but it was not his fault. It was the Steelers player Calvin Alvis or Calvin Johnson, the wide receiver error, and the Steelers couldn't score a touchdown, either a 3 points 3 points field at 3 points, and the Seattle Seahawks stopped the Steelers. And after that, the Seattle Seahawks scored a field goal in the beginning of the fourth quarter. In that moment, the Seattle Seahawks were no, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. The Seattle Seahawks were leading by 3 point difference, 17-14, but the Steelers had the opportunity to take the lead, sorry, to 14, because the Seattle Seahawks had scored a touchdown in the third quarter. But when the Seattle Seahawks made that interception in the third quarter, in his red zone, in his field goal, they stopped it, that the Steelers could score a touchdown or 3 points. And after that, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, they scored a field goal, and they were leading 17-14. But after that, in the keep return, the Steelers player, rookie player, the Khalid Johnson, made a mistake, because he touched the ball, and he let the ball touch the ball in the yard 10. And after that, it was a free ball. The Seattle Seahawks understood the rule, and they score a touchdown. And in less than 10 seconds, the Seattle Seahawks had scored 10 points, a field goal, and they had recovered a fumble, and they were leading 24. No, yeah, they were leading 14 to 24 by 10-point difference. In that moment, I think that the game was over because with less than 10 minutes to play in the game, and the Steelers offense hadn't been playing a very good football in the first 3 quarters. It was very impossible for the Steelers to reduce the gap. Also, in the next possession of the Steelers, they could move the ball, but they made 3 points. They scored a field goal, and they had reduced the game to a 1 possession, 17 to 24. But after that, again, the Steelers defenses couldn't score the Seattle Seahawks, neither for run, neither for air. They scored another touchdown, and that was the end. In the Steelers who lost the game 31-17. Again, with this loss, the Steelers fell to a 1-1 record, and the Seattle Seahawks won its first game of the season. About the Steelers offense, they had 267 total yards, 195 by pass, and only 72 by run. And again, another back-to-back games that the Steelers only ran by less than 100 yards. But the problem is that neither for air nor run, the Steelers couldn't move the ball. In this game, the Steelers offenses, especially Aaron Rodgers, play a bad game. About the Seattle Seahawks, they had 395 total yards. They had 278 by pass and 117 by run. This is the second game, a back-to-back game, that the Steelers defense allow more than 500 run yards per game. And I think that the big difference is that the Steelers had 2 interceptions in the first half, but the Steelers only scored 3 points, and they couldn't take advantage of that to score minimum 7 points. And it happened the same for the Seattle Seahawks. They had to give it away. They had 2 interceptions. They only scored three points, but the difference is that they play a tremendous game in the offense. So the Steelers defense play a very bad game. I know that they made an impact plays in the first half, but they couldn't execute better in the second half. And also, you can see here that another big difference is that the Steelers were 5-15 in the third down, and this is something that Steelers need to improve, because in the defense side they allow six first down in third down. So in the individual players, Aaron Rodgers played a bad game because he threw 2 interceptions and only 1 touchdown, but he missed the opportunity to score a 2 touchdown and to take the lead of the game in the third quarter. And about the defense, how I told you, the error for Calvin Austin in that Aaron Rodgers interception, the first one where he had the opportunity to score a touchdown. He moved the ball, and the Seahawks defense player caught the ball and was an interception. And also the error from the rookie, the Caleb Johnson, that he touched the ball in the first 10 yards, and I didn't know that when it was a kickoff, when the ball is through between the first 10 yards, it's a free ball. He rookie player didn't understand that, and the Seattle Seahawks took advantage of that, and they scored a touchdown and took a 10 points lead. 10 points lead, in the first minutes of the fourth quarter, and that was the difference to win the game. So the defense played a very bad game. They had, of course, 2 interceptions, but come on, Jalen Ramsey had 1 interception. Nick Herbert had 1 interception. He won only Nick Herbert alongside the Alex Heisman were the only 2. The Nick Herbert alongside the Jack Sawyer were the only 2 players of the team that play a good game. And about Jalen Ramsey, he played an awful game. He was always the Seattle Seahawks always attacking him because he couldn't cover the Seahawks wide receiver. So with this loss, the Steelers fell to a 1-1 record. In this moment, they are in the 3rd place in the AFC North where the Bengals are leading the game 2-0, and the Ravens and the Steelers have the same record, and the Browns are in the bottom with a 0-2. So what's next? The next week, in the week 3, the Steelers are going to travel to New England, Massachusetts, where they're going to face the New England Patriots the next Sunday, September 21st, and 13 o'clock Eastern time. Today, in the morning, the New England Patriots traveled to Miami, Florida, and they defeated its divisional rival, the Miami Dolphins, 33-27. With this victory, the Patriots won its first game of the season. So, with this victory, the New England Patriots, they improved to a record of 1-1. In this moment, the New England Patriots are in the second place in the AFC East with a record of 1-1. So, about this game, it is always difficult to travel to New England and defeat them, even that in this moment they don't have Tom Brady neither Bill Belichick, but it's always difficult to travel and to play against the Patriots. So I think that the Steelers are a bad team, especially in the defense side. I think that in this moment they have a better team than the Patriots, but they are going to play as a away team. So I think it's going to be a close game, but I think that the Steelers are going to lose this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and the game is going to be defined in the last play of the game. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.